introduce Michael Denerando, CEO and President of INCOM.
Good morning. Thank you for coming. I apologize for my appearance. The governor and I were having a conversation about outsourcing, and he seems to have changed my opinion on a few things, but I promise no more outsourcing. We're really excited to have everybody here today. We're very excited about the opportunity that we have with Quinsigamond Community College and the iTech program. INCOM has been, like many other manufacturers in Massachusetts and really in the United States, we faced a lot of challenges on how to stay competitive and how to innovate and evolve. Over the years, we've developed technologies that have enabled bigger technologies, things greater than what we do, and we've been able to manufacture components and supply components for those particular applications and opportunities. And we've taken that revenue and we've turned it into back into our R&D department to develop new and greater things. Whether it's the Human Genome Project, whether it's night vision, or whether it's digital radiography, we've provided solutions that the industry needed to get to the next generation and new technologies, and we've been very proud of that. The last few years, though, we've set our sights much higher. We've set our sights on opportunities in markets that are much greater than anything that we've ever done. We've set our sights for markets and opportunities that will really transform the way a lot of us live and a lot of us see and do things. Things like clean energy, micro glass capillary arrays to be able to store high gravimetric capacity hydrogen storage, whether it's low dose anti-scatter grids for patient x-ray for digital radiography, or whether it's large area picosecond photodetectors. These are all things that 15 years ago we probably never would have dreamt that we would be working on or participating in. But we really do have a technology and a capability that's second to none in the world, and we've decided it's time to leverage that. The part that we struggle with is, like any company does, we put together a commercialization plan that says, how are we going to do this? How are we going to get it from beginning to end? And it starts with finding a need, developing the technology, doing some prototypes for our customers, getting them sold on the idea that what we have works, then getting into pre-production and pilot production. But then for all of our commercialization plans for these great opportunities we have, it gets to a point where we say, well, if it gets too big, as we hope it does, then it's time to license it out, because, gosh, that's just too big of an opportunity for us to take advantage of or for us to manufacture here in Massachusetts. And that's so upside down. We kind of sit back and say, boy, we're doing all the hard work, we're doing the great work, and then only to, at the very end of it, turn around and give it away to somebody else because we just don't have the confidence or the workforce or the size workforce that we have or that we would need to make that successful or be competitive. And there's really no reason for that. There's no justification or no answer for that, or why we have to accept that as the current state. We can build buildings, we can add capacity, we can add technology and equipment, so why can't we build a workforce? So we're really, really excited. We're really excited that Quinsigamond has recognized that. We're even more excited that our state and Governor Patrick has recognized the need, and that there is an opportunity for us to be considered like other areas of the world, not say that Silicon Valley is going to dominate us or take our jobs once it turns into something great. So we're really, really proud. We're very excited about the future, but we need help, and we feel like that help is coming, that help is on the way. And we're really proud to support the QuinSig program, and we're very proud, honored, and privileged to have Governor Patrick here with us today to talk to you about that program. Thank you very much, Governor.
Michael, thank you very much to you and your brother and dad and all your team for the wonderful tour today. I think in this room only a few people who also work at INCOM, and therefore I think there are only 3 or 4 people in this room who can repeat the technical description of what is done here. I can tell you simply that it's wicked cool and very exciting and very promising. And I'll say publicly, Michael, what I said to you privately. Your dad is very proud of the two, really proud of the two. Today's a great day for QuinSig, for INCOM, and for all manufacturers in the South County region here in central Massachusetts. The work being done by more than 7,000 manufacturing firms involves advanced technology and skilled labor, just like here at INCOM. It's highly competitive in global markets, and it's a critical element of our 21st century innovation economy. I want to acknowledge the active partnership of the members of the legislature in thinking about this and worrying about this, two of whom are here today, Representative Goby and Representative Frost, and I thank you very much for being here today as well. Because we are making more of the things we invent here in the Commonwealth, Massachusetts has experienced a renaissance in advanced manufacturing. In fact, manufacturing in our state is growing more than 50% faster than the national growth rate and 7 times the rate it did in the previous administration. Massachusetts manufacturers are globally competitive and they're growing. In fact, Massachusetts will need to add about 100,000 manufacturing workers over the coming decade or so. People across the Commonwealth will have an opportunity to build solid, middle-class careers in manufacturing. The Commonwealth's economic development strategy, called Choosing to Compete in the 21st Century, has highlighted the need for expanded education and workforce development for middle skills jobs as a key element of improving our state's economic competitiveness. We're well known as being among the best places in the world for employers to find college-educated employees and talent, folks with a bachelor's degree or more. Over 40% of our residents have a bachelor's degree or a degree or a tertiary. Is that the way we describe it? A tertiary degree or more. But we also have to establish Massachusetts as one of the best places in the world for employers to find middle skills talent. By that I mean people who have more than a high school diploma, but not necessarily a 4-year degree. And we have a need for that talent in a growing advanced manufacturing, indeed in a technical economy here in our Commonwealth. To help Massachusetts become a global leader, we launched the Advanced Manufacturing Collaborative to focus on workforce development, access to capital, energy management, and innovation itself in the manufacturing industries. Through the work of the collaborative, we created the Workforce Training Fund, which so far has awarded more than $18 million to 257 manufacturers to train over 16,000 workers. We've promoted the industry through the Advanced Manufacturing Futures Fund and Mass Development. We've launched the Amp It Up campaign to introduce young people and their parents, teachers, and guidance counselors to careers in manufacturing. And we launched a first-in-the-nation Advanced Manufacturing Regional Partnership Academy to improve the effectiveness of regional manufacturing sector strategies through increased hands-on education. Comprehensive economic growth legislation that is before the legislature right now includes some $20 million over the next 4 years to train 4,000 more manufacturing and IT middle skills workers. Meanwhile, I'm proud to announce today a $2 million equipment grant to Quinsigamond Community College to help establish the Innovative Technology Acceleration Center, the Advanced Manufacturing Training Center at the college's Southbridge campus. The ITAC is a partnership between several, we have to have an acronym. The ITAC is a partnership between several education, workforce, and business partners representing Worcester South County to deliver high-demand workforce training in a state-of-the-art training facility. The center presents an opportunity to advance the growth of specialized training in advanced manufacturing and photonics to support the regional and statewide advanced manufacturing labor supply. There are a lot of people here to thank and congratulate. I want to first of all thank and congratulate President Gail Carberry of Quinsigamond, who's just a marvelous leader, as is, of course, President Robert Antonucci, who's here from Fitchburg State University. We appreciate very much your partnership in this. Jack Healy of the Massachusetts Manufacturing Extension Partnership has just been a wonderful teacher for me about the importance and the opportunity of manufacturing here in the Commonwealth, and I thank you for your leadership. I want to acknowledge and thank Mike DiDorando and his team here at INCOM for being not just a wonderful host today, but a great partner in this initiative, and the many, many partners who have a role in this. This is how we build a future, and I think that's really the point. Rather than sit and wait for things to happen, we have to shape our own future. And we see here that by focusing on our strengths, by cultivating, as Michael said better than anybody, by building not just buildings, but the people and the talent we need to grow our future, we can seize it. We've shown that over and over again through our history in very important ways in the last few years by working together. We're going to do this in advanced manufacturing as well. I'm delighted to be here. Congratulations.
have stepped up on this incredible initiative. I'm going to say it was about 18 months ago that Alex McNitt, the president of the Chamber of Commerce out here, along with Sigmund and a number of other partners, gathered together in the South Conference Center in Southbridge and began a dialogue. We invited Secretary Bialecki, and he accepted our invitation and came out. We began to do a SWOT analysis of sorts. We began to think about what can we do differently to make things better. And as has been our experience out here in South County, as we had opened our campus on the Southbridge Conference Center site in 2009, the people in Southbridge, the people in South County are very interested in partnership and collaboration. And so I will say that I am incredibly impressed with the work that's been accomplished in such a short time. Let me say too that my board of trustees have always voted with confidence when Sigmund has said, let's get outside the box. Let's move forward even though there may be tough times. They said that when it was time to step up on opening a campus in Southbridge, and they've said it now as we've decided to expand in the Southbridge area. My board chair, Stacy Luster, is here. Ed Moore is here, one of my trustees. Miguel Lopez. And I want to mention Alan Peppel too. Alan is one of our prime manufacturers out here from Hyde Tools. And I will tell you that, you know, he was on our board at the time that we first started the thought about going into Southbridge. We thought it would take us 2 years. 1 year into it, he said, let's go now. Let's go now. So thank you for that, Alan. You know, the prime partners that we have are key. There are many partners in this room. Manufacturers have been at the table with us. My key faculty who have been absolutely extraordinary. My dean, Kathy Wrench, on the technology side has been very, very important to it. I have to say, the Mass Manufacturing Extension Partnership built an apprenticeship model that transferred into the Sigmund Community College 24 credits, which then set us up to build an associate's degree. Our prime partner, Fitchburg State, stepped up, capped our associate degree with a degree in industrial engineering. More than that, they've also capped those degrees in the areas of business, because we know that sometimes businesses need hybrid people. So I want to thank you for that. This incredible grant will be shared by all of us as we lived across the board. I also want to mention Bay Path High School, Bay Path Technical High School, a prime partner with us. The pathways, the vocational schools out here have been absolutely incredible. We know that this is a piece of an equation. Fitchburg State is in North County. This is South County, when Sigmund's main campus is in the middle. So we think that this is the opportunity to percolate an awful lot of good stuff throughout Central Mass. Central Mass is the heart of the Commonwealth. It is the heart. And you know what the heart does? It pumps. And when Sigmund Community College is so pleased and so proud to be at the heart of this Commonwealth, pushing and pumping for all of us. So thank you so very, very much.
Hi, my name is Jack Healy. I'm with the Mass MVP. They told me I had 3 minutes, so I better stick to the script. On behalf of the Mass MVP and our Board of Directors, I'd like to thank Governor Patrick and his administration. It was 4 years ago next week that Governor Patrick, coming out of the worst recession since the Depression, made an announcement that he wanted advanced manufacturing to be one of the sectors in the state that the state should promote for growth. That foresight and that vision wasn't very popular, and at that point in time, everybody was in somewhat of a depression themselves, a mental state anyway. But now, 4 years later, the biggest problem we have is finding enough qualified help. We've seen growth in the manufacturing sector, close to 20% of gross state product the last several years. A survey we just did with the Research Triangle Institute, with a cross-section of manufacturers in Massachusetts, showed that 85% plan to grow in the next year, right? And the biggest challenge to them in that growth is finding adequate skilled people, right? As far as the same manufacturers, you know, back in 2010, didn't have that problem. Now, I think capacity and skilled people the challenges that many of these manufacturers are facing, which is a real good problem compared to where we were. And during these intervening years, Governor Patrick and his administration have supported millions of dollars worth of educational investments, such as been announced here across the state, in order to address the sector's skills deficit. Supportive investment, we'd be looking at very limited, without that investment, we'd be looking at a very limited opportunity for our state. And to quote Governor, we just said before, he has done a lot to shape our future. There can be no, to paraphrase President Kennedy, that the progress in manufacturing can be no swifter than our progress in education. With respect to education, we'd like to express our appreciation to President Carberry and President Antonucci for their collective leadership in building the educational bridge that enables the development of a technology-enabled workforce. Their establishment of multiple transfer articulation agreements for industrial technology enables graduates to earn a baccalaureate in various manufacturing technologies for a fraction of the cost that would incur in any other four-year educational institution. I'd personally like to express my own appreciation to President Carberry and the staff for providing college credits for specific MEP skills training and subsequent OJT training. In a special program developed by Sigma Community College, this was the first acceptance by the Department of Higher Education to provide college credits for applied training in manufacturing, as well as providing a pathway to higher education, why people can maintain a full-time job. Finally, I'd like to express my thanks and my appreciation to Michael DiTalorando, sorry for doing that, President of VINCOM, and the other manufacturers who collaborated with Michael in securing the first manufacturing workforce training consortium grant. And this collaboration is unique to this area, as essentially we haven't seen these consortium grants in any other area except in this area. And we're now on our third one. The ability of your manufacturing community to marshal support and organize your supporting resources such as the Chamber, the workforce boards, the regional employment boards, the SMEP, the schools is a credit to your collective strength. You're going to need this strength as we now move forward to make this a new entity. And I think all the resources in the manufacturing and hopefully becomes a resource for manufacturing enterprises across the state. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Bob Antonucci from the North County. We do get down here. I'm president of Fitchburg State University, the #1 state university in Fitchburg. And we hope you appreciate that. I come to see the #1 community college of Worcester, my friend Gail Carberry, who I can't say no to. So it's wonderful to be here. And Governor Patrick, a friend of education, when he started 8 years ago, I served on his transition team, and from that very first day, he talked about birth to 16, advanced manufacturing, and he puts his efforts into what we do. We're opening a brand new $60 million science building, which really fits into the innovative technologies that we're doing. Thanks to him, we're able to do it. So thanks, Governor, for everything you've done. You've been a great partner. Let me congratulate INCOM. I started my career in manufacturing, running a molding machine, making toothbrushes. Far cry from what I saw out there today. As the governor said, I don't understand it, but I like the product. So congratulations to what you do. Our role in this process is to really talk about the bachelor's degree and how we can partner with QuinSig and other community colleges. Whether an individual wants an associate degree or a certificate isn't the issue, but the option should be for a bachelor's degree. And that's why we work very closely with QuinSig Community College in developing articulation agreements, which really enhance the opportunity for our students and adults and learners to achieve at the highest level. And then we can take it to a higher level, to a master's degree. Education never stops. It's what it's all about. So we want to offer options, and that's why I'm here today. If there is an option for a bachelor's degree, and as we join with QuinSig in Southbridge, that can happen. Why not do it? Why not say yes? The state institutions, the 29 universities, community colleges, and state universities do a wonderful job for a lot of people. They're our access to what we do. If it wasn't for a state university, I wouldn't be standing here today. Gail wouldn't be standing here today. The governor, in his background, he understands what it takes to achieve and to become educated. So we committed to it. I thank my dean, Stan Bocoats, who's worked with me, and my staff for doing it. They make us look good. I enjoy what I do. Our state universities are great. We're here to help. We're here to get involved. We're here to be energetic. We want to do the best job that we possibly can. We're all about the standard of excellence. We don't settle for mediocrity. We want to be on the cutting edge, and yes, we all want to be #1. Thanks a lot.
All right.
closing, I'd just like to say, on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce, all of our partners that you heard from today, all of our partners in the room and beyond here, this is a great day. I want to thank you, Governor. With your leadership, we want to say that Central Massachusetts is open for business. All right? We've got great jobs, wonderful opportunities here. We have a myriad of ways of getting the training and development to seize those opportunities, and we've got more thanks to you on the way. We've got great opportunities here, and we can all make it happen by working together. Thank you very much for being here.
Before we close out, and I appreciate all the thanks to me, but the appropriations come from the legislature. Let me invite Representative Govey and Representative Frost if you'd like to come up and say a word or two and be acknowledged. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm State Representative Paul Frost, and I do represent a part of Charlton. And I share Charlton with the town, with the state representative from Spencer, Peter Durant, who was unable to be here today because of a previous personal commitment. And I'll introduce you in a minute. Representative Ann Govey, also of Spencer, and who's obviously been a strong supporter of Quinsigamond Community College and jobs in our region. All I want to say is thank you, Governor. Thank you to your administration for choosing to award this grant. I know Gail Carberry, who's also a constituent, and Jack Healy, who are also constituents of mine. So some power growing up here in the town of Auburn, where we're all from. So I really appreciate all their efforts for everything that they do to not only promote advanced manufacturing jobs or education throughout central Massachusetts, but specifically here in southern Worcester County. I think this is a great opportunity for companies that are in advanced manufacturing to be able to find the workforce they need to not only expand, but hopefully remain a very long time here in Massachusetts and in southern Worcester County, as well as an opportunity for folks in our region to find jobs, to be able to go out and get work, and to be able to do that whether they're from Charlton or Southbridge or Millbury or Auburn or Oxford or where have you, or Fitchburg. You know, I think that is that's fantastic, and we got to stay ahead of the curve so that maybe Charlton and Southbridge will be the new Silicon Valley of our country. So I want to thank INCOM, and I want to thank all the folks who made today possible, and again, I want to thank you, Governor, for your vision and for your support of this. And one thing that the Governor mentioned is that we are the appropriating body, and we need to keep fighting for this. We're going to have an administration change in January. So I know myself and Ann and Peter, we're going to continue to advocate and support for programs like this, and for this program specifically in our region. So thank you very much, and I wish great success for southern Worcester County and central Massachusetts and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts in general. Thank you.
Thank you. Our good friend Steve Brewer is actually at the State House working on the budget, but by me speaking instead of him, I just saved you 15 minutes. We'll be happy. Governor, I actually just want to say a personal thank you, because when he was elected, he said he would not forget about Central Mass, and guess what? He has not forgot about Central Mass, and he has understood that the important investment that we can make is in human capital. So I certainly appreciate everything that you have done, Governor, and the public-private partnerships that have been so important, that have really been a hallmark of your administration, that you've cultivated, are going to continue on into the future. And guess what? We're looking at the future here, huh? When we see a company like INCOM and joining with Jack and our good friends at Quinsigamond and Fitchburg, that's where it's at, to make sure that kids and that people who want to get a good job, because you know what? They do want a good job, huh? People want to work, and they want to give back to their communities. And when we can strengthen that, we strengthen everybody, and I really appreciate it. So thank you, Governor, and looking forward to many good things. And I know that, he's not a lame duck by any means, because we're going to get a lot out of him in these next few months.